Right, testing this, I've got the pico out. Pico's sitting down there underneath my laptop. What I've done is I've pulled the control unit out for the glow plugs and just hung it up there. That normally sits down by the battery. Uncovered these 4 wires off the smaller plug of the 2, and you've got the 4 main wires that run round and feed the 1, 2, 3, 4 glow plugs there. Now the fault code on this is a number 1 glow plug fault, which I would imagine is that one. So we're just going to do some amp testing on the 4 wires to see which one's doing what and what's not doing what. So at the moment we're on the grey and green wire. We've got the pico set on the channel A is the 60 amps clamp on the 20 amp setting. We're on a 2 second per division timeline and a 20 amp maximum range, but I might have to change that because I'm not sure about what the amps kick out on this. So we're just going to stick the ignition on and oh, we're miles out of range. Right, let's just change some settings a minute. Right, now we've changed the amp clamp to the 60 amp setting. Let's just change that to 60 amps as well, -5 to 60. See the pico, the amp clamp is on 60 amp now, so now we should be able to get a proper reading. So let's wait for that to change page. Right, there we go again. That's taking about 21 amps, just under 20 amps now. So we'll stop that and turn that off. Starts off at a peak of about 22, 23 amps I suppose, and then starts pulse modulating on and off. Looks good to me. Right, let's go on to the next one. Right, we've now moved across from the grey and green wire to the grey and I think it's a grey and a brown, and we'll do the same test again. Let's restart this and we'll put the ignition on. And again we get the same reading, initially 23, 25, going down to pulse modulated. Right, and then we'll stop that. That looks good for that one. Right, now we're on the grey with the yellow stripe, and again we'll start this off. That one again is exactly the same, initially 21 amps. Okay, we'll stop that. Right, so we're expecting the last one to be duff. Let's see if it is. Right, now we're on the grey with the blue stripe. Once again we will start this off. Put the ignition on. You see this one? This must be the duff one. We've got nothing at all. Right, let's just stop that. Turn that off. So instead of 20 amps, we are down. Let's bring a line down here. Focus 886 milliamps. Right, that's good for that then. Right, so what we do, we'll turn that off for a minute. So we know we want the grey and the blue. Let's go over to auto data and just confirm which one that is. Well, there's no need to go to auto data, because if we follow the 4 wires up there, they come down, and then you've got your, in this loom, you've got the green, I think it's the grey with the yellow stripe in that one, and in this one you've got the one with the blue stripe, which is the one we want, and then you've got the other 2 colours in the middle there. So it is definitely number 1 that we need to get out. So we'll get out and we'll take a resistance check. Right, we're back again. Let's with the old multimeter out. I'll see if I can do this one-handed, because I haven't got nothing to hold it with. So we'll put that on there. This is the old one I've just taken out, and this one is giving us a resistance of 5.9 ohms, 6 ohms nearly, which is I think a little bit too high. So let's compare that with the new one. Got a nice shiny new one over here in the box. We'll put that down there. We'll rest our foot on that just to hold that on there. Without putting no weight on it. And that one has got a resistance of 0.8 ohms. So let's put that in and give it another amp check. Right, that goes in a little hole down there somewhere, if I can see the light. And there we go. That goes in there. We'll screw that in. And these don't have to be done up very tight, it's pinched up to factory specs. You don't want to snap the top off. Just like that. And then the cover just goes on. Can you see down there? I think you can. Just pushes on down there, like so. Right, so we'll go back to our blue wire. Hold on a sec. Right, we're back on our blue wire again. Let's switch the amp clamp back on. Checking USB cable. Why haven't we got no cable connected? Hang on, technical issues, back in a sec. Right, and we're back. I had to reboot the Pico software for some reason. So let's go back into channel A. And we will choose our 60 amp current probe in the 60 amp mode. We'll put that down to 60 amps. And we'll put that back onto our 2 second per division timeline, and we will test our new glow plug. And there we are. Alright, so now we've got the GT80 back out again from FOXWELL. and we're just going to go back into it and clear the code out that's in there. So we're going to diagnostics, we'll go into vauxhall. Hope the glare ain't too bad on here. Manual selection, it's a 10th VIN character is D, which is 2013. It's an insignia. Control units, engine, variable displacement oil pump. We go equipped 2 litre LBQ. Yeah, hasn't got stop start. Manual transmission, hatchback, 2-wheel drive. Oh, no communication. Oh, it's because I haven't got the key on. Let's go again. Driver error. Right, here we go. Diagnostic tool codes, read codes. These vauxhalls do take a long time, I find, to connect up. And then when you've deleted the codes or done whatever you need to do, then it takes a long time to disconnect. Certainly a lot longer than on other makes and models. There we go. Oh, we've got history code. Lost communication with distance sensing cruise module. Oh, that's very strange, isn't it? Because we haven't got a glow plug code in there now. Right, hang on. Well, that was very strange. I don't know where that one came from, I'm sure. But I've cleared it out and we're just re-communicating again, just to read it again. Yesterday when I checked it, all we had was one for the glow plug number 1. Mind you, I've had the ignition on off a few times, so we'll see. Right, we'll just wait for that to communicate again. Right, I don't know if that'll focus on there. Come on, focus, focus, focus. It says no trouble codes anyway, there we go. Alright, so we'll go back out of there for a minute. We'll put that down. We'll put that down there. Right. Right, let's turn the ignition off. Now we start that. Fuel level. Bonnet open. I think that's all we're gonna get. So through them. Fuel level low. That's that. Running on 99%. We've just done our service on it, so that's good. Right. Okay, options. Well, I'll do a few engine ignition cycles, and then I'll report back.